Hey folks, welcome to the final episode of Let's Play Landstalker. It's just the closing credits, which has a beautifully remixed version of what I keep referring to as the love theme from Landstalker. It's that song that they wrote for Princess Lara. So, while these credits are rolling, I guess I'll give my final thoughts on the game. Well, obviously, it's tons of fun, it's very unique. It holds a very special place in my heart. But now that I'm playing it again, I really don't realize why that's the case. I gotta admit that, for lack of a better term, my nostalgia goggles were a bit cloudy on this one. Because, I mean, I remembered that the jumping puzzles were frustrating, but I didn't remember exactly how frustrating some of them were. I mean, some of the puzzles are just brutal. Nightmarishly evil. Ridiculously, dangerously evil. But, you know... Oh, who am I kidding? It's compounded by the fact that there's no shadows. Whatevs, whatevs, whatevs. Oh well. But it's, you know, and if you stop and think about it, it doesn't seem like it has that much of a plot at first. The plot kind of develops organically as it goes along. It's basically just me steal treasure, der, herp, derp, herp, derp. So then you get this whole thing with Mercator and, you know, Kyla, and, you know, Mercator doesn't just want the treasures for himself, he wants to use the treasures to rule the world, and in the process of you getting the treasures, you also stop that other thing from happening. It's all good, it's all cool. So yeah, it definitely has a lot of humor to it, and it's got some wonderful music. I mean, the Genesis is generally remembered as having shit music when compared to the Super Nintendo, but when the Genesis gets it right, it really gets it right. Some Genesis games have wonderful soundtracks. Landstalker is definitely one of them. Soleil, aka Crusader of Senti, is definitely one of them. The Shining Force games have awesome music. Pretty much most of the games I like on the Genesis happen to have awesome music. I wonder if there's a coincidence there. Oh, and also the guy who did the music for this game also did the music for Shining Force and Shining Force 2, which is why a lot of the music sounds familiar, both in terms of its style and just in terms of how awesome it is. And that's why the music when you go to the town of Verla for the first time and it's abandoned, to me, it just totally sounded like a song taken directly from Shining Force 2. Like, I think it was like the music when Kazan joins your team. But I went through all the Genesis chip tunes for Shining Force 2, and I couldn't find that tune, so I guess it was just, you know, style similarities. But anyway, to wrap it up, I would probably give Landstalker an 8 out of 10. What the hell? It's a fun game, and I'm glad that I got to play it, and I'm really glad that I got to play it with you guys. So that wraps up Let's Play Landstalker. This is Dark Sigma signing off. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did, despite the slight frustrations at some points. All in all, it was a fun experience. And thanks for being along with me for that experience. And that's all I got to say on this one. See you around, folks. Cheers!